What it do, ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Doctor Who Season 9, Episode 7. We're at the mid-season point already, roughly, give or take. And yeah, Season 9's been pretty consistent, if I gotta say. I've been enjoying it. Maybe even the episodes where the story might have been a little bit weaker, the acting, the messages, the ideas, what they're trying to develop. Still really great. So with that being said, let's just go on to episode 7. So as always, if you enjoy this, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, y'all, in case you're interested in joining and getting the full unedited raw reactions and more since season 2, since Rose baby, then definitely check out patreon.com/Farewell34 in the description down below. Also guys, something else that's a little different than normal. If you guys really enjoyed this video, feel free to share it. Spread the good news. That being said, let's just yabba dabba do and get into this bad boy. Yeet. Once upon a time in Hollywood came out, there were 3 doctors. Wait, why are we doing this all of a sudden?
Any second now, you're going to stop that countdown. Both of you together.
And then you're going to negotiate the most perfect treaty of all time.
Safeguards all round, completely fair on both sides.
And the key to perfect negotiation.
Not knowing what side you're on.
My boys!
To let you out.
No one in this room will be able to remember if they're human or Zygon.
This is awesome. I love that episode. Day of the Doctor was go. So why does that take place in, why are we talking about that now?
Hello. Operation Double, the Zygon Peace Treaty. I'm Osgood. I'm also Osgood. Remember that? It'll be important later. Operation Double is a covert operation outside of normal unit strictures to resettle and rehouse an alien race in secrecy on planet Earth. With UNIT's help, 20 million Zygons have been allowed to take human form, been dispersed around the world, and are now living amongst us. We're making this in case something goes wrong. In case UNIT is infiltrated. In case something occurs to unmask the Zygons. Or in case one or both of us dies.
Well, we don't want her to die. Oh, so she's not really gone! And that's a terrible thing to put on your tombstone, my sister. What? Does she not have family? Does she not have... Ah.
That's why the doctor left us this. He called it the Osgood box. If you've been paying attention, you'll be able to guess why. This is the last resort, the final sanction.
I'm in. I'm immersed. She's back. Or the Zygon version of her. So how is 12 gonna deal with something like this? I'm so interested in seeing that. Oh, I think we're in for a spicy episode, and just granted the scale of this, I have a feeling this might be a 2-parter, depending on how they want to burn through the story and whatever subplots emerge. But that was so cool how they just threw that in. Oh, we're back to school.
Hello, it's Dr. Disco. I'm in the 21st century. I don't know what month. I'm staking out some of the most dangerous creatures imaginable. Operating under deep cover, trying not to attract suspicion.
Get me Colonel Walsh, and I need you to...
Oh, is that the first doctor? Or one of the doctors? On the wall?
20 million.
Look, I admire you, okay? I think you're ingenious. Pretending to be a couple of 7-year-olds is a splendid way to conceal your blobbiness. But let's not pretend. You're very blobby. In fact, you two are the big blobs. And you are not patrolling the ceasefire. Listen to me. Listen. There are other factions. I know there
Come
are
off
other
really
factions
bad.
you don't control.
Old man at a park trying to talk to these
That is
kids.
something. And if we don't get together and stop it, it'll be the end of this. Of all of you.
This is our jurisdiction, Doctor. These are our creatures. We are close to finding them. They are our children, and we will deal with them.
Your kids are out of control. I'm taking this out of your hands. Don't even think about going anywhere.
They've kidnapped Osgood, and they've stolen the location of every Zygon on Earth. Doctor, the ceasefire's broken down.
There will be truth,
Oh, this is
or
super
there will be
serious.
consequences.
Hi, this is Clara Oswald. I'm probably on the tube or in outer space. Leave a message.
Call me now.
I was lying down the other day because I had a headache, and I'm like, what can calm me down? And I was like, I asked the talking thing in my room because I don't want to trigger it. I said, can you play Clara's theme? And I instantly felt very happy. The music past the RTD era also slaps, so don't let someone tell you otherwise.
Can't find my mummy and daddy.
Send them to the office. Keep moving.
And I can go see if I can find them.
Really, Clara? 127 calls? 2 or 3? Alright, fine. Let's deal with the parents. Triple digits? It's gotta be red button.
Your little boy is out there. He couldn't find you.
Daddy's here.
We can take him. Is he okay? Everything's fine.
That's the Zygon High Command. It's Jemima and Claudette.
We have been betrayed. We were sold. Our rights were violated. We demand the right to be ourselves. Normalize. Normalize.
We're all gonna transform. Great. This is Patrick!
The rest of the Zygons, the vast majority, they want to live in peace. You start bombing them, you'll radicalize the lot. Go to Truth or Consequences. See what you can find out. The doctor will go to Turkmenistan. Negotiate peace, rescue Osgood, and prevent this war, because that's what he does. Fine, Jack, you stay here. Oh, do you still have the presidential aircraft?
I thought you didn't like being president of the world.
No, but I like pouncing about in the big plane.
President Doctor stories are some of my favorites.
Quick, before someone sees us.
Is there secretly a ship in her pad? Out in her pad elevator?
What is that?
Ew!
I'm the president of the world. I'm here to rescue people and generally establish happiness all over the place. The doctor, Dr. Funkenstein.
Yes, we know who you are.
Going to strike altitude.
Is that actually a town called Truth or Consequences? No British, no dogs. Be careful. We don't got 2 of you, I think, so.
You one of them? I'm a friend.
Absolutely not.
They're trying to unsettle you. They're trying to make you paranoid and panicked.
Any living thing in this world, including my family and friends, could turn into a Zygon and kill me any second now. It's not paranoia when it's real.
Yeah, man, you don't mess around with shapeshifters like that.
They just came for us. They turned into monsters and they came for us. And we couldn't fight them. You can't tell who's who.
This is our object. We need to get her back safely. Try to kill as few of them as possible. I need to have someone to negotiate with.
Alright, let's go. We're going in. Let's see how terribly this can go. Which it most probably will. Also, I'm surprised how much I actually like Nine's fit right here. Like the one he's been wearing for a while. Just the sleek design, sort of the semi-cash.
Come out! We have you surrounded!
Come out a bunch of like...
I don't have any weapons. Please.
Take aim! On my command!
No. No, don't. Please.
They're gonna light her up?
Johnny.
Johnny?
Don't understand.
You're not my mother, don't use my name.
You're not my mom.
Mom, I'm gonna have to ask you some questions.
Don't do this. You know it's me.
Shoot her.
Don't let them trick you.
On sight!
Date and place of my birth.
They brought us here
Okay, she's not answering. That's the answer. Shoot her in the shoulder or something.
Name of my favorite teddy bear.
I don't remember.
What's the last meme I sent you, mother?
You're going to kill me.
Mom, please.
You are.
Bro, on sight!
You're going to kill me.
Give her the hands!
Over and out, ma'am.
Why doesn't one of you go if you're so confident? Come on, guys.
We need to bomb the hell out of this place. It's infested with these things. We can't tell who the enemy is anymore. We can't count them and we can't track them.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Y'all should probably stick together, no?
Osgood! Osgood! Osgood!
Oh, I thought he was practicing his disco doctor skills for a second. I was like, what?
Osgood! Gotta get you out. They're gonna bomb this place. What do the Zygons want?
They're training, practicing new skills. Doctor, what are you doing here?
Rescuing you. Quite a dashing boy, I might add.
They fled through the tunnels. They're going back to the UK. If you're here, they've got you out of the way. Who's left in the UK?
Clara. Oh my god, the sound effects, bro.
Doesn't it feel sometimes that things are coming to an end? Everything's just going nuts.
You're middle-aged. That's what it is. No offense. Everybody middle-aged always thinks the world's about to come to an end.
Thanks for the shade, Clara.
Never does. Hi, this is Clara Oswald. I'm probably on the tube or in outer space. Leave a message.
Can you change your voicemail message, please? It's getting very boring. Which one are you? Human or Zygon?
I don't answer that question.
Why not?
Because there is no question to answer. I don't accept it. My sister and I were the living embodiment of the peace we made. I will give all the lives that I have to protect it. You want to know who I am, Doctor? I am the peace. I am human and Zygon.
Like a hybrid. Well, I'm proud to know you, Osgood.
It's the second time we mentioned hybrid this season.
I promise that I won't tell anyone. You want something? What is it?
You are the president of the world.
I suppose so.
We want the world.
Well, I think he aimed a little too high.
Okay. It looks like whole buildings full of people have been pinched. In fact, it looks like a whole London full of people have been pinched. But we've got here early. They're still growing. We have to neutralize these before they hatch. Take your positions. Do you know what? I'm enjoying this.
Clara,
What?
we don't know that's what these are.
Oh, come on. These are eggs or pods or whatever. Look.
What the living?
I've seen this happen before. It happened to that little boy. They took his parents and then they took him.
But I don't see how these are duplicates.
That's the real versions, and then she's trying to kill
That's
him?
not how Zygons work. They don't grow duplicates.
That's why she
They
took the gun.
kidnapped the original. So these are the humans. Retreat.
No!
Retreat. This
She's
is
not
a-
gonna go
this is an
Scarface.
ambush. Oh, no, Miss Oswald, please, please.
Kill the traitors. Is he okay? Hello, Clara.
We want to live as ourselves at any cost. We want a home.
Well, you can't have the United Kingdom. There's already people living there. They'll think you're going to pinch their benefits.
We're already there, Doctor. The invasion's already taken place, bit by bit, over the last year. We've won the first battle, and now we are going to begin the war.
No, she's next.
There isn't any backup, is there? I just had to be sure.
Bonnie speaking. UNIT neutralized in the UK. More or less.
You're not gonna body the doctor like that. No. No! They're not ending it off with it exploding.
Really? Clara?
We're not doing a double wannabe Doctor the TARDIS.
Doctor in the TARDIS.
Clara, I'm glad you're okay. Listen,
You're breaking up!
the invasion has happened. You're probably surrounded by Zygons. Get to the TARDIS. Get yourself safe. And apparently my plane is never gonna land. But let's see what we're gonna do about that.
I'm sorry, but Clara's dead. Kate Stewart is dead.
No!
Are all dead. Truth or consequences?
Clara!
God damn, that was a fire ending. And that was Doctor Who Season 9, Episode 7. That was my reaction video. That was an interesting episode. I, one, was very caught off guard for the fact that they brought back the Zygon, just in that whole situation where there was 2 Osgoods. I didn't really pick up on that, and like there was no real indication or hint that that was going to happen, so it was a real pleasant surprise to see them just start the episode off with, you know, the Day of the Doctor snippets, and then that leading into a whole sort of sub-story that was like world-ending. Shape-shifting aliens was really cool idea, and I thought it was executed decently well. It was I think since it's a 2-parter, it took much more time just to develop things and you know, pace out like the reveals that, oh, it's an evil Osgood. I mean, it's an evil Clara. It's an evil you know, Kate's gonna get bodied. So once it got to those moments, those are really fun reveals, and they kept it hidden decently well. I mean, you could have just guessed that, yeah, the cop was a Zygon, but they played it off pretty well, I think. Also, we got to see the President Doctor, which is always fun. Yeah, you never, once it comes to shape-shifting aliens and it's like seeding their way into, you know, powerful positions, and I'm not really too sure like the duration of since we started it, always leads to a fun story of just like deceit, death, betrayals, and I think the way that they positioned this episode, where it's a 2-parter, episode ends with evil Clara reveal, UNIT being taken over both in the UK and in North America, and the Doctor's plane exploding without the TARDIS. It's like, how are you gonna get out of that one, buddy? We already did the Doctor jumping out of the plane into the TARDIS. We can't recycle that idea again, so I have no idea what we're gonna do here. I like how this episode almost feels like, it does feel like a mid-season finale in terms of the scale and scope, and the fact that we're traveling like all across the world. The story's really international. The Zygons, you know, this has been like an ongoing thread for like a year or so now, so it hasn't just been something that just popped up randomly. It makes sense within the story and the context of Doctor Who the past, you know, 2 seasons. So I think the episode as a whole was pretty good. There were some little like downtown moments, but those are just developing the seeds for that reveal, so just developing the second half of this story. So it wasn't bad. It's gonna be interesting to see how they resolve this sort of issue and what lasting consequences there might be, because the real Clara and the real Kate now are in a pod somewhere around the world. So I don't, maybe there will be, maybe once this truth is revealed, there will be consequences. Anyway, guys, but that was this episode of Doctor Who. What do you think about this one? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm actually really excited to see how they're gonna resolve this, because a missile's about to hit you, fam. I don't know how much time you have to really react to that, because he wasn't even in the know. And like this past season, they've been having the Doctor like being one step ahead or being clever enough to like to save the day, but he didn't seem like he had any clue what was going on. So it's gonna be really cool to see how that goes. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, then just be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, I will see you all next time, guys. I love you.